Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
And here comes the corner.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Zico. Can he finish? He scored! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Roberto Baggio.
Scholes. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Scholes. That has not gone well. Conte. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's McTominay. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Zico. And this is Inzaghi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now it's Scholes. Lahm. Deep cross. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Played in. There's the header! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Cruyff.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
Johor Darul Ta'zim have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Well, would you believe that?
not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Adams. Now McTominay. Iwobi. Scholes. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, just skips past his man.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
A nice sequence of passes, this. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff. And this is a big chance! And that could well leave a mark. Conte. That's a little off target. And here's Baggio. And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Inzaghi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Scholes. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. McTominay. Decent progress down the left. Marquinhos does really well. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Johor Darul Tazim 3-0 up at the break, precisely. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has crossed. He's got Tool. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Santa Clara certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Scholes. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Baggio. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lahm picks it up out wide. And here's Cruyff. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Played towards the front line. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. That's a good ball. Oh, he's... And Cruyff! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. And a few accusing looks coming his way. Vieira. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Can he latch on to this? Iwobi. Iwobi stood his ground strongly.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. Lam, and here's Rashford. He has a look up. Cruyff's cross. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's lost his man here. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Rashford. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. Ronaldinho. Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. Cruyff! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Johor Darul Tazim really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
No, that's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's one-on-one, and the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 25, Zola.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Threads one in. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that was vital. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Zico. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Bayer, in the context of the game, he must save it.
Him is number 11, Rivaldo.
He should have put that one away.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Johor Darul Tazim have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Now it's Rashford. Oh, played right into his path. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
He is through here. That's good play. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Roberto Baggio. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking.
It's just beyond his reach. Koundé. Zola. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's well spotted.
Roberto Baggio.
It's a pretty loose pass.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
A quick reminder today that
how would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
So thank you very much.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
We have already started here.
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
And that has been clubbed away.
Can he get on the end of this? That ball looks a good one.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution on the field. Number
What
9,
a start, free kick in a dangerous
Ronaldinho.
position in the opening
Coming on
minutes.
to replace him is
Cruyff!
number
Johan Cruyff! An individual masterpiece!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, a breakthrough already. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got full! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's McTominay. Now, can they get it back? Nicely aimed pass. And he's forced to go back. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Rashford. And this is Iwobi. Now it's McTominay. Cruyff quietly revving up. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Conte. Now it's Rashford. Distributed tidily. Cruyff. Oh, what a climb! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looking to go deep. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. McTominay short changes him with that pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Baggio. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough. And
Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
all he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rashford! Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. It's Baggio! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's on it, can he get away? There's the... climbs up big! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Johor Darul Tazim making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Threads one in. Iwobi. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Johor Darul Tazim have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe looking for the run. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Driving on and making good progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bayer claims comfortably.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Zico.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
He's a sharp little ball here.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well, and while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Johor Darul Ta'zim present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Bayer.
Looking to stare down to... Wonderful save!
Oh, he's been caught napping.
He's in space and looking for options.
Thinks about the shot.
Shot a goal! And another try! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot.
Johor Darul Ta'zim
Really could have done without this to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A case now of complete control. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Johor Darul Ta'zim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's got away. Corner given.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. Cruyff. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Zico. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. And shooting chance! Goal!
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Johor Darul Ta'zim give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good take in a good area. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Missed by a fraction.
He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And it's Zico. McTominay.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Johor Darul Tazim do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Iwobi. Cruyff, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Lovely feet. Roberto Baggio! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Roberto Baggio really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And it's McTominay. And he's in on goal! Corner number 3 coming up. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
And this is Roberto Baggio.
Ruben Dias. Now it's Zico.
Vieira. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And now the breakaway. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Adams.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
McTominay looking to run onto it. Very nicely done. Deep cross. He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Conte. Coming on the field is number 22, Xabi Alonso.
And it's going to be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff's cross. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Johor Darul Tazim are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Well, nicely intercepted. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Cruyff. He is just caressing the ball. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. This time, surely!
6 added minutes.
He's come in hard. Johor Darul Tazim have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Flings in across. And that is expertly dealt with. Roberto Baggio. That's been slipped through. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Ruben Dias.
It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Xabi Alonso. Zico. That's an imaginative pass. A mighty effort! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Nick. That's that, the end. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And if you do have a
Johor
chance
Darul
today, please take
Tazim
some time
really
out to
did
give your
suffer for
support
their
to our
lack of
best
numbers
stadium
here.
fund.
Well, they were up against it, but These players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
This looks promising. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
And it's McTominay.
Oh, important interception.
Ronaldinho. Conte. Well timed, excellent interception.
Cruyff. Rashford. Rashford! Decent hit and on target.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Goes for a shot! It's in! I doubt very much that this was in the script. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Rashford looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Ronaldinho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's managed to get free. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's the keeper's ball.
Johor Darul Tazim are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Cruyff.
think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Brilliantly cut out. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Inzaghi, and it's Zico. And he's intervened well there. Iwobi. Now it's Rashford. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try! And that's a good-looking ball. Time and again they are repelled. Adams. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
In with the challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. Cruyff. He's looking wide. Great vision. And it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And no, that was never going to make it. Iwobi. McTominay. Iwobi. Always onto this. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Bronckhorst. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Santa Clara clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Johor Darul Tazim certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Distributed tidily. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Elects to cross. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Baggio. Oh, they can break here. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Johor Darul Tazim can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Out towards the flank. Oh, well played. Zico. Now it's Inzaghi. So what can they make of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Takes a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Santa Clara are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply. It's Ronaldinho! It's hit the upright. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. McTominay conjures time and space where few can. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Inzaghi. Mbappe is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pass somewhat off target. McTominay. And this is Iwobi. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lam wins the duel this time.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Decent hit from there.
Nagatomo. McTominay. Now it's Rashford. And here's Cruyff. He's in a great position here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rashford. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, again there's no way through. Zico.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Climbs up big! That could... this time, surely! And yes, it's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Threads one in. He has a look up. Crosses it in. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Substitution on the field.
No, I've been there myself,
18,
and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Number 22.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Vieira. Iwobi. Ronaldinho. And that is a little undercooked. Scholes, and he shoots! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
The goal scorer!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
He's having a shot! That's another chance! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Substitution in progress.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
He's found a way through.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Number 9.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not the most accurate pass.
Nagatomo running with the ball. And this is Cruyff. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Played back in, and he's had it nicked away. So that's it, it is all over.
What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply.
And for a moment you've... Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Johor Darul Tazim are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And it's Iwobi.
And here's Rashford. Now it's McTominay. And that's an excellent interception. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ronaldinho receives a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brilliantly cut out. Tries to play it through. Conte. Johor Darul Tazim looking to pass their way through. Oh, nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a little off target. Out to the right. Iwobi. And here's Rashford. That's a smartly directed ball. Nagatomo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Conte. Marquinhos. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. He's found a way past. Oh, nicely intercepted. McTominay. Almost half an hour in now. Cruyff. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff. McTominay. It's Cruyff. Now it's Iwobi. Ronaldinho. McTominay.
Johor Darul Tazim can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
McTominay did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Mbappe, that has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk goes sliding in. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Iwobi. And he's in on goal! Big chance! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's Rashford! Outstanding by Rashford! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. McTominay
goes for a shot, and it's a goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Johor Darul Tazim get themselves into the lead. And this is Zico. He is through here. And the shot! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Johor Darul Tazim are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Rashford. Gets a good foot in there. Cruyff. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
No, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk. And it's McTominay. Neymar. Iwobi.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Now, can they get him away? Zico.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Inzaghi! Well, now, oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Johor Darul Tazim grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Could be danger here. Bullish header! He has done it! They're back within reach! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
McTominay.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Adams. Iwobi.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Inzaghi. Iwobi. That's been cut out, well played.
Marquinhos.
Can he get on the end of this? That has been slung wide. Up he goes! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking to go deep. And it's Cruyff.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
On the field, number 10, Filippo Inzaghi. Coming on to replace him is number 24.
Pass somewhat off target. It's Zico! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And one more try!
McTominay.
Oh, it's Scholes. Nicely worked. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Santa Clara clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a mighty effort! Should have equalised.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 11, Rivaldo. Substitution.
Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's McTominay. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Johor Darul Tazim nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's looking wide. And here's Scholes.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's a lovely pass. Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rivaldo. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
All hands on deck for this one. Chance to deliver. Terrific header.
Mbappe.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
From the regional police department.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night.